it's a good time for speaking your mind, and it's a good time for drinking some wine. Yes, it's a good day for ending this song. Yes, it's a good day. How can this conversation go wrong? Hi, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Shannon. And this is by far the worst conversation we've possibly had. But let's chat about it.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
So today we are going to talk about why people ghost, the effects it has on people who have been ghosted, and what you can do to engage in a healthy mindset so that you can move past the person that ghosted you and you can allow yourself not to have any emotional distress or any thought process behind what happened to you.
So today we are going to be Ghostbusters. And Ashley, you've been ghosted kind of a few times. Do you want to start this conversation off?
Really? Thanks, Shannon. Yes, thank you for that vivid yet damning image. Now I'm gonna have to seek a lot of counseling as to why I've been ghosted.
I'm here for you, girl.
Thanks, Shannon. I appreciate it. No, in all reality, there's seriously only one reason why I've been ghosted, and I want everybody to hear this. I have been ghosted only because anybody who has ever ghosted me has decided to engage in some sort of religious behavior that has therefore left them in silence. They chose to become monks.
I love it. That's the only possible explanation I can think of as well. So makes sense.
Well, thanks, Shannon. I mean, seriously, I didn't do anything wrong. Nothing's wrong with me. So
I can agree.
So yeah. It's got to be them. But no. So we do want to thank everybody for giving us feedback on what topics they would like to hear. So ghosting was definitely a big one on there. So let's start with defining ghosting. So I think ghosting is defined as a phone call or text that goes unanswered, that leaves the other person with lack of explanation or no explanation as to what happened.
Yeah. I think it's a great and important topic that's really relevant. So,
okay. So let's go into why people may ghost. Like, what are some reasons? Like, Shannon, you have a few good reasons as to why people ghost.
Oh yeah. So some of the main reasons that we kind of thought about for ghosting, first of all, low self-esteem, selfishness, avoidance, ashamed. I also think, people are trying to set boundaries sometimes and what they can and can't get away with.
People that ghost you, if you think about it, they have no emotional connection to you. Mm-hmm. So because they lack that emotional connection, why are they going to care about your feelings? It is selfish for people to do that. For me, it's mind-boggling because psychologists just recently started studying the effects of ghosting. They did research, and any person that was ghosted, they found that they had one thing in common with every person that was ghosted.
What's that?
They found out that there's a pathway that triggers to your brain that actually inflicts physical pain on somebody. So they found every single person that was being ghosted is actually feeling physical pain when you're ghosted.
Which is crazy to think that something that someone's doing, which they probably don't know they're doing it or they don't care that they're doing it, is causing physical pain to the person they're ghosting, which is mind-boggling to me that...
Yeah. We want to be able to communicate with people, right, and express our feelings. When people that ghost you, they actually don't allow you to engage in a normal human behavior. And it will trigger all sorts of emotions to your brain. It will make you come off crazy. You'll start texting that person, saying, why are you ignoring me? What's going on? And it's linked to one thing. It's not that we're crazy. It's innate within us to want an explanation and want to talk to people. It blows my mind that people lack that human interaction.
Ghosting's kind of become more, I think, popular recently. Like, I think I read somewhere that it kind of got popular maybe in like 2015, somewhere around there. Nowadays, if you meet someone on the internet and they just don't want to talk to you again, they can just ghost you. There's no repercussion. You guys don't have a friend in common where you can be like, hey, Ashley, you set me up with this guy. Now he didn't respond back to me, then I'm pissed at you for setting me up with this guy. But if you meet someone on the internet and you have no connections, there's really that person doesn't have to feel anything about it.
Why people ghost because they have low self-esteem. I think this one's really important. That a majority of people that do suffer from low self-esteem, that are more likely to ghost you. And here's why. They want to avoid any criticism or any negative emotion that's going to come out of a simple conversation or text is to, hey, why are you ignoring me? Because if you think about it, if somebody's suffering from low self-esteem, they're going to ghost you, because if they get anything negative in return from you, it can actually put them into a deeper state of depression.
Yeah.
So instead, people with low self-esteem, they naturally choose to ghost you because they don't want to have to deal with that criticism. They don't want to have to deal with that, you know, negative emotion that might come from them knowing that they're hurting your feelings.
And I think that links with avoidance as well, because they're avoiding you as well. It could be from low self-esteem.
People that avoid, they lack those problem-solving skills. And they don't know how to say to that person, okay, let's discuss this, and let's discuss your feelings and my feelings and why this happened. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So many insightful things you're saying. I like it. So since I'm just curious, because I haven't been as ghosted maybe as many times as you have.
Dude, Shannon, okay. Shannon, remember that guy?
You under the spot, sorry.
No, Shannon will remember this though. So we were out with a group of girls, and we were out for a wine night at a bar. And remember that guy who kept hitting on me all night? So I give this guy my number at the end of the night. This guy texted me, and he said, hey, why did you just leave the bar? You should have gone home with me. We should have made out, but don't worry, we're gonna get it. And I was just like, what does we're gonna get it mean? What does that mean?
I mean, this to me, like, this came out of nowhere, because I was there, I saw this guy, like, you gave out no impression of, hey, like,
I'm a DTF.
Exactly. You weren't like putting yourself out there, leading him on. It was just like a casual, like, hey, meeting someone new.
Well, I think that there's legit reasons though why you can ghost somebody, and some people just clearly deserve to be ghosted. This guy is one of them. For weeks later, you guys, I started getting pictures of him laying in bed naked. I started getting text messages of, oh, do you need to see my big for you to want to go out with me? And it's like, what? And I deserve a guy that understands that I respect myself, and if you can't give me that kind of respect, you're going to get ghosted.
He deserved to be ghosted.
Right.
He deserved to be ghosted.
Okay.
So I didn't even think about this until like somebody suggested we talk about ghosting, and I'm like, oh, well, I don't think I've been ghosted before. Then I'm like,
thanks, as Ashley's been ghosted on several occasions.
and I'm like, well, she'll just have this whole conversation, right? She's been ghosted. But like a light bulb went off, and I'm like, you know, I was ghosted. My husband and I were ghosted by some friends recently, and it was like the weirdest thing, you know. It's like, I didn't think friends could ghost each other, but they can as well. But I have to remember that it's not something that we did, it's something they're going through. And I can't control what other people are thinking, what they're going through. If they don't want to be a part of my life, then I'm better off without them. I don't need that in my life. So, but it was interesting to be like, you know what, I was ghosted by some friends, and it's very interesting. I never thought that I was dating. So,
and it happened to you, and you were ghosted by some friends.
And
that's fascinating.
And it just,
why even friends would do that who obviously did have that emotional connection to you.
They did have an emotional connection. We've been friends with them for years. You know, as I look back on that, we would make plans to hang out, and then they would bail last minute. But let's look at the positive side of ghosting. With my friendship, like, I think the positive side is now I know who they are, and I don't have them in my life anymore, and I can move on and make room for people that do appreciate me and that are emotionally ready. So,
like me. People that appreciate you, and people that will call you out.
Right?
Shannon, I don't have to like you right now, but
I think that's also, I mean, let's look at, there are some positive sides. Like, do you have anything that you think is positive out of ghosting as well?
Yeah, there's very positive things about it, is that when somebody ghosts you, what you need to know as the person who has been ghosted, it is no reflection on you.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with your personality or what you're doing wrong. It is the respect, the lack of respect, and the behaviors of the person who is doing the ghosting that is really the true problem. And basically what I just want you to get out of is they pretty much did you a favor also, because if you think about it, they're showing you who they are right there, right then, within a week of knowing them. And you know what? They honestly just saved you a lot of the heartache that if you started dating this person in the future or became friends with this person in the future, they would have emotionally found some way to disconnect from you, or they would have not been able to handle any confrontation or anything that came your way to validate your feelings, because they don't care about you. They don't care about validating feelings. So if anything, they just saved you from a lot of heartache, and all you need to know is you deserve better than that, and just move on. You deserve somebody that wants to be a part of your life.
Exactly. Who's emotionally ready. I think also part of that is like they say it has to do with somebody's comfort level and how they deal with their emotions. I mean, you have to self-reflect and realize it's not you, it's them, and they have stuff to work through.
You remember when we went to the Breaking Benjamin concert last year?
Oh gosh.
Remember
yes,
that? Okay.
yes.
There was this guy I was dating during the Breaking Benjamin concert, and we were dating for about a month. I mean, we had a great connection. Everything was perfect. After that Breaking Benjamin concert, I texted him and said, I had a good time with you. Let's do this again with friends. And never heard from him. Wow, he just completely ghosted me out of nowhere. Well, I didn't give him the time of day, and after I sent him that one text just saying, hey, I had a good time, I let it go because I had to believe it was his problem. You know, I'm a great person and I deserve somebody great. This guy came back to me a month later. I woke up early in the morning to a novel that he sent me about why he ghosted me, why he stopped communication. It was all about him. And he wants to get in contact with me again and start over. Well, guess what happened to that? I ghosted him because you know what? I'm sorry, but I deserve more respect from that. And I'm going to reciprocate the way I'm being treated. And reciprocation goes a long way. You want to naturally reciprocate the way you're being respected. And that guy ghosted me. He didn't deserve a response from me. And you left me feeling physical pain for a few days. So yeah, you don't deserve a response. So yeah, I never talked to him again.
Cheers to you. I agree.
Thank you. Let's
cheers to that.
Cheers to my self-esteem. Jesus.
Right?
It's amazing sometimes. So I had a shower thought, and I want to share with you guys. I was in the shower the other day, and I was deep conditioning my hair. And it's the best time to gather your thoughts.
Oh yeah, I agree.
You know, and
oh, yeah.
so I have a song for anybody who has ever been ghosted or who gets ghosted in the future. You could just think of this song when you are ghosted. Ready?
Let's hear it.
I'll always remember it was late afternoon. It lasted forever, but ended so soon. I pulled out my corkscrew and I thought, what did they do? In my dreams I will find that I just don't have the time, 'cause I deserve to find somebody that wants to be mine. I've said this so many times and I still stand firm. You get what you put in, and people get what they deserve.